So we headed over to WonderWorks Orlando because we wanted to show you guys kind of what to expect if you wanted to visit WonderWorks. And it's this really cool building, as you can see here, that's upside down. And the backstory of the building is that it was a secret lab in the Bermuda Triangle, and they were working on man-made tornado technology. And the tornado got loose and just whipped the building around, pulled them out of the Bermuda Triangle and sent them into Orlando, Florida, where the building now rests. So the outside, as you can see, is really cool, but the inside is also just as cool. You can see everything's upside down there with the doors and windows and the floor on the ceiling. But what this place is it's a interactive learning fun spot, basically, for the entire family. There's stuff for all ages. Lots of interactive things to do. There's probably over 100 exhibits, and it's really neat. I'm just going to show you a few highlights, not everything, but when you first walk in, you're greeted by this robot fellow.
My name is Theo, and I'm going to tell you what's inside. WonderWorks is an interactive attraction that is fun for all ages. Yep. Most humans stay 2 to 3 hours, but some stay all day. Inside, we have over 100 interactive exhibits that blend science, art, technology, and motion all together for a one-of-a-kind experience.
The entryway into the building is this cool vortex that you have to go through to get into the exhibit. So after you make your way through that, you're emptied into this first room that has all kinds of fun stuff. You can see there that there's a little earthquake simulator and some Google Earth things and different things to try out. Also this hurricane shack. Now, of course, we had to try out the Earthquake Cafe, which is like this little cafe booth that you can go in and sit in and see what it feels like to be in an earthquake. And there we were. It was a little bumpy there. Kind of reminded me of my days in Anchorage, Alaska. Now, being a Frankenstein fan, of course, I had to play with this. There's a Tesla coil in there, and you can reach out and play with the electricity and shoot electricity like from your fingers and stuff. Too cool. So much fun. After I got done playing with electricity, we went over to try out the hurricane chamber. Look at there it goes. And these were winds of 74 miles an hour. It was just to give you a taste of, kind of what it would be like. And yeah, it's a little windy in there, as you can see. But it was fun. We live in Florida, so we feel this a lot. Now, on the thermal imaging, where you can see basically how cool you are, I'm not too cool. You look at all that red all over me. But when you look at Lisa, there she is, and oh, look at that nose. Her nose is really cold. How about that? Now, the anti-gravity chamber is pretty cool. You can check out how water flows up. And there's some buttons on the wall you can experiment, make it flow up and down and stop. And there's a lot of magic like that. Speaking of magic, there's Harry Houdini. Lots of illusions you can check out. Are these eyes following you? Well, yes, they are. And so is Mona Lisa. She's looking at us, too. Look at that. So, lots of optical illusions to play with in here. Here is the classic Disney Haunted Mansion little bus that follow you and look at you as you wander around. Very, very cool. So, you'll see a lot of illusions as you go in there. Oh, look, Bubble Lab! Bubble Lab! Bubble Lab, and look at that. Ooh, that was a good one. This is a fun little area, and look, he's doing great. Look at that giant bubble. I look over though, and there's my wife, and she is using the pulley system. Look at her go! Yeah, hot mama. Now this was really cool. This is it's a shadow puck that you beat around with your hands and play a game with this shadow. Too cool. Also, there's this virtual reality type game. Now, we're old, so we decided to go with the old school games and hoops. And yay, points. She's a beast with basketball. Not so much of a beast with the piano, but she was playing something. I'm not sure what that was. But there she goes. Look it. Now this was kind of cool too. This was a interactive sandbox dig site, and my wife was having fun with that. She was trying to get all the critters to climb up her arms, and doing pretty good. There's some, and you kind of dig in the sand there and get you a critter. But now I though turned around and went giant light bright. I love light brights as a kid and wanted to go over and make all kinds of cool pictures. Yeah. Now they have these virtual reality roller coasters that you can go in, which looked really cool until I saw it do that and turn upside down and flip around, and went, no, I'm too old for that, but it's awesome. Instead, I had to play in the spacesuit. Yeah, because I'm a dork and I like spacesuits. So I said, hey, let's get out of the spacesuit and go on an adventure. So in this next room, they have this rope bridge thing that goes above the arcade that's there, and it has all kinds of different things you can walk on and different skill levels that you can try, balance beams and little rope wiggly things. And there I go, decided to give it a shot. This is kind of what it looks like way up in the air. Now, I mentioned earlier a lot about optical illusions, and there's all kinds of art, like I said, and here's one of them I thought was cool. It's this little spinning thing in its faces. Look, and they're like talking. I don't know what they're talking about, but I could stay there all day and watch their mouths move. I don't know why. But lining the walls throughout the halls and the stairways and things like that are all kinds of paintings and sketches and stuff that have a lot of optical illusions and things like that on them to check out and try and figure out how they did it. This was interesting though. This is some portraits made out of different flavors of gum. Yeah, not very hygienic, but cool. Very cool. Oh hey, did I mention that there's laser tag? Yeah, look, there's my wife, and she's trying to kill me. Yeah. But laser tag is awesome. It's very awesome. Lots of fun. We had a really fun game going through the maze and shooting and blowing up stuff. Also, there is a 4D motion ride in this theater, and you go there and you watch this cute little animated cowboy story where they're trying to catch the bad guy, and there's lots of explosions and all kinds of stuff like that. So plenty of things to do there. Like I said, I'm not going to show you everything, but that's just a few little highlights of things that we did there. Lots and lots of stuff to do. I want to thank the people over there at WonderWorks for letting us come in and just film some of their exhibits and wander around and check things out and share a little bit with you guys out here on the internet. If you are in the Orlando area, International Drive, and you're done kind of with doing some of the big parks and want to take a break, go ahead and hop on over to WonderWorks. Check it out. Lots of fun things to do. I think you'll have a good time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit the little button, and you'll get reminded when new videos are uploaded, and we'll see you next time.